We're just gonna jump right into this. I clicked the wrong button, but it still works. Good day, everyone. Welcome in. We're jumping into Minecraft today. Hopefully, game capture is gonna work with me. There it is. We're just jumping right in. My brain is tired. I clicked the wrong button. I didn't even go to chat. I'm just straight into this. We are going to continue working on our mine. My giant hardcore mine. It's been a while. Hello, cows. There's quite a few cows. They're just gonna spam, and then just a little bit of a collection. Just a little bit. So I have some leather in case it starts raining again. I want to have, like, something to do. We saw the couple on the mountain. Okay. I was gonna make some fences first. So let's go up and actually get some more wood. I need jungle and oak for our mine. Sun shouldn't be a problem right now because I feel like we just slept. Why does it say zombie groans? There shouldn't be any zombies out here. I'm looking at the subtitles. Oh, we got a big oak. I didn't mean to do that. Ah. Now is not a good time to scare me. Hello, Couch Potato. Welcome in. We are getting some wood real quick to make. Oh, give me that. To make fences for our mine. Where's the fences? There's the fences. We're just gonna stock up on those. Get the sticks. I'm nervous. That scared me too. You keep scaring me. I literally just said I was nervous. Mining always makes me nervous. I'm gonna get close to the couple here for a moment. Maybe I can turn that into a water spot too. That might look nice. They're looking at me. Just run away. It's fine. We just run away. We're just gonna slowly go down into the deeper hole. It's fine. It'll work itself out. What am I looking at? I'm streaming right now. I probably shouldn't. And if you're talking about what B did, I already saw. I do not agree to violence. No one should solve any problems with violence. It's not about B. What am I looking at? You're watching my stream on TV? That's cool. I feel so honored. It makes me feel like one of those big streamers. You know, one of those like professional ones. My shovel and axe are gonna break soon. I should be placing the fences while I'm down here. I probably should have made more oak. But it should be fine. For the time being. Oh, well, that's not how that's supposed to work. Well, I don't think tree counts as good placement either. Oh, I'm not supposed to be dropping the dirt. I need the dirt. I have a travel crafting table. Good. Good. I'm relatively still smart. I'm supposed to be making a shovel. I'm working on it. I broke my axe. It should be fine. The piece of dirt again. Oh, I don't have my travel bed. Run. I didn't even realize how dark it was getting because I was right next to the torches. Note to self, bring the bed with me. There we go. Scary. I'm making progress. Slowly, but surely. I don't think the bowmen, the archers, can see me from down here, or at least I can't see them, so they shouldn't be able to hit me. Death spikes below. Ah! Did not mean to do that. Can I grab it? I got it. Yes. Jesus. I don't like it. I don't like the jump scares. Ah. How? Wait, that's... How? They were down there the whole entire time? The rest of the posse is just down there. How? Oh my god. Please don't let that be like a new posse. Please tell me like they just got down there. What? Okay, now I'm scared because like I saw 2 more archers down there. 2 more bowmen. And I can't tell if like they're new or old. Well, they definitely can't come into this circle that I'm currently at. Unless they go through that little hole there. Then I can always trick them and I can always get out. So I should be safe for now. Just wow. Is that like the original group or what? I'm actually kind of curious, but I know there's like no way to tell. Ah, Jesus! You keep scaring me today. We're pretty well guarded. I see a glow squid down there. In that cave. There we go. I kind of assumed that the pillagers that were with the other two either moved on or died. But apparently they're down in the hole. Trying to continue, but failing. They're over there somewhere. Or down there somewhere. I saw them. If it is the other group, it might be a new one. I'm glad to be slightly on more stable ground than just like one block deep. Keep my eyes open for the other archers. There's a spider. I'm so glad that I was shifting there. Oh, there's one. And it has an enchanted crossbow. It's trying to make its way up. And there's another one with not enchanted one. There's the banner guy. There's 4 there. There's 3 bowmen and a banner guy. That's a whole nother group than the ones up above. They're trying to go that way, but they're stuck in a cave from the looks of it. That's a whole different group. To my knowledge, at least. Why don't you like Nightbot? He's my friend. He's helping me. What do you mean he's mean to you? He's just following the rules. I was worried about this connecting to that, but they're down further. So I should be fine for quite a bit. And then I was thinking I could trap the Bannerman. Like, not kill the Bannerman, just like trap him. Yes, he has a crossbow, but 1 is better than 5. And eventually he'll run out of arrows, so... If he dies because I trap him, is that my fault? Or is that the fault of the Bannerman? Jesus! Scared the living daylights out of me. Jesus. Bubbles. I was worried for a second. I thought that was stone bricks. And I'm like, a dungeon? Here? I, lost contact with the ground. The ads are there to support me. So I can continue streaming for you. I think the mine's looking well. Always glad to get back on solid ground. Don't you dare. He's aiming for me. Where's the rest of your team, huh? I swear, if he tries to shoot me. Nerve-wracking. There's the one with the enchanted bow. One is staring at me. I don't like how he just pulled back an arrow. If I do this quickly enough, then he won't notice me, right? I mean, he's obviously noticed me, but if I do this quickly enough, he can't shoot at me, right? Oh God, I'm going to die. This is how I'm going to die. Okay, solid ground. Ah! I'm going to die from that random new group of pillagers. I swear. They're just like randomly there. Just out of nowhere. Just, they're in the hole. You can't aim straight up, right? You shouldn't be able to. I'm nervous. I'm nervous around the bowmen. I don't know what their range is, but if I can shoot 100 blocks, they can probably shoot 100 blocks. And this mine by itself is 49 by 49. So that's showing the distance they can shoot me. I'm not liking this. But we're getting closer to the goal of connecting it in the middle. We just have to do it slowly. Eventually we'll get there. I wonder if I could gravel them in. That's a good idea. I have some gravel. Can I like gravel them in? Eventually I have to clear this out anyways. I don't know if that made any difference, but at least helps me remember where they are. Oh, there's an Enderman down there. Okay. That did like nothing. Try not to look at the Enderman. I see lava. Have I noticed the lava before? I can't remember. There's lava. And I did mention how this whole entire thing will make more darkness underneath it. So there'll be other mobs underneath it. I just don't like pillagers because they're like coordinated. While the other mobs, they have like a habit of just like forgetting. The pillagers, they can see you from far distance. The other animals they can like notice you, but they're slower, I think. The other mobs are usually slower. Imagine me just minding my own business and then the wanderer pushes me off. That would make me highly upset. Still can't believe there's a tree all the way down there. There's a tree right there in the middle of the water. At least once I'm past the first side here, it's a little bit easier. Because there's not those guys staring me down. I swear to God. If I'm shot off by those meanies. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna be up here. This is a smarter plan, because if they shoot me out, at least I'm not falling off an edge. I didn't pick up any more gravel. I wish I had more gravel. Instead, I got more coal. Try to get me. Hey. And they can't aim straight forward. Straight up, I mean. What is that thing? Something's wearing enchanted armor, boots. I think it's a zombie with boots on one of the pillars. A little bit more calm now that I'm not over that edge with the people that can shoot me. Hi, Ali. My corn dog is under my feet. Keeping this place all lit up. No mobs are spawning while I'm working here. At least not up here. Spawn down below, that's fine. Eventually I'll get to, but not up here. No knocking me in. Night hits quickly. I realize. Is it raining? It shouldn't be. Come on, let me sleep. There we go. I've already been filming for like an hour. Wow. I'm kind of shocked by that. I guess I'll like finish this row and then end hardcore Minecraft for today. Time really passes quickly, I guess, when you're focused on the job at hand. Finish this row as much as possible, more like it. I don't have any more dirt left. Let me trace the perimeter, see if I can cut anything down. I can make an axe. Let me make an axe. It'll save some time. I realize I make an axe backwards. Nobody comment on that. Captain's already told me I make an axe backwards. Let's just move this corner along because the others are they floating? They look like they are floating up there. Jesus! I don't like the scares. I do not like the scares when I'm trying to focus on the mind. Oh. Well, that's not great, huh? Now I can actually get down into the hole. Let's I was gonna put up a temporary blockade, but that's not gonna work. Let me feed my cows one more time. Then I can take a thumbnail and we move on. Get some leather, or at least try to. Okay, I need to get a picture of the mine, because that's all we worked on today. You can almost see the other people down there. Let's see if we can time it so I can see them run by. Come on, run back. They're purposely avoiding my gaze. Come on. I'm waiting. Pillager! You're constantly moving around. Just peek around the corner. That's all you have to do. I'm gonna move and they're gonna like spaz. I was hoping to get a thumbnail with the other pillagers in it. There, I got it. I think I got it. The one with the enchanted crossbow ran across. I think I got it. Okay. Wee. Okay. So, we're gonna switch over to writing. At least that's the hope. I can't remember exactly where I was when it came to my storyline. I'm very burpy. Oh my god. That was an aggressive hiccup. Okay, let me pull up some music. Let me pull up my writing. Pulling up my writing. I probably have to reread the whole entire thing to myself so I can remember what exactly I was doing. I think I usually read like the page before and the page I'm currently working on. Hello, Danny. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. We're just doing some writing. Ooh, lucky you. I hope that's the job you were going for. And I hope that it's like, you look at it one way, but it's something else. I don't know if I'm making any sense. I once applied for a job to be a carts person. Like, I go out, I grab the carts, and I bring them back to their location. But I got assigned as a cashier, and it wasn't fun. I tried to do everything in my power to get out and do carts, but most of the time they just kept putting me back on cash register. But I'm glad that you're close to getting the job and helping your family again. You just need to keep in mind that this is only temporary. That soon enough you'll get the job that you want. You just need to be patient and plan ahead. I think the motto is like, pay yourself first. Just be patient. You know, some people say that when they were patient, they were able to accomplish their goals. But those who give up, like, what's the best way to say this? If you give up on your dream, is it truly your dream? Because I know if you want something really, really bad, then you wouldn't give up on it. Sometimes it takes people a while to even figure out what their dream is. I know until like, what was it, like 3 months ago? I didn't know what dream I wanted. I didn't know what my dream was. I was just going by day to day, and now I have a goal and I'm working towards it. It just took a while. Ooh, you're baking something? What to bake? Well, there's cake, cupcakes, pie, brownies, You can bake bread. Biscuits. Trying to think of everything you could bake. Mm-mm-mm. I usually bake fish, vegetables, fries. You can bake a lot of things. It doesn't have to be sweets. Oh, wow. I really hope things start looking better soon. They always say that there's a storm before a rainbow. You have to experience the storm before witnessing the rainbow or something like that. I really hope things turn around quickly for you. A tornado with a power out. Car crash. I'm glad that your dad's fine. Sucks that the person who did it ran off. Well, if there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, it would help. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, after such a long time of, like, bad luck, you like hit the lotto. I would not be surprised.
Blah!
Ah, Jesus, hi.
I have to be able to scare you.
I've been getting scared all day today.
I know. I want to hear about the squirrel that caused your social anxiety to break.
That's not even the squirrel I was talking about.
Okay,
I was playing hardcore before this.
Uh-huh.
And I found another group of pillagers.
Oh.
And they were already in the hole.
They were already in the hole?
They were in the hole.
Oh no.
They were trying to go like a certain direction, but they kept entering a cave that didn't go anywhere.
Oh dear.
So they kept running back out, and one had an enchanted crossbow, and the banner guy was there.
Oh, that's the worst.
There was 4 archers and the banner guy. And one had the enchanted crossbow, and they kept staring at me because I was on the ledge.
Oh my. But I still want to hear about the social anxiety inducing squirrel.
I texted you all the information, did I not?
You did. I want to hear more about it.
Let me read this out loud for those who are
Please
watching
do.
in chat. So, I was folding laundry. I had my laundry basket on the couch, and I was folding laundry. I was walking back and forth from the living room to my room, which is like 5 feet away. And as I was folding laundry, I picked up my bathrobe's like rope, the tie for bathrobe. It wasn't attached to the bathrobe, so I just like played around with it for a little bit. I pretended it was like a whip, but it wasn't going anywhere. It's soft and light, and it doesn't do the whip. It just kind of flops. So I noticed there was a squirrel on the deck.
Yes.
And so I waved it in front of the squirrel's face.
Yes.
I didn't expect the squirrel to start reacting like a cat. And to like slowly approach it and watch it as it swung back and forth. And then I was like, oh, well, that was fun. And I just walked away. And I put the rope in my bathrobe. I walked back and the squirrel was just there. Staring at me.
Menacingly.
So then I texted Captain.
Yes.
I just played with a squirrel and now it's staring at me. I'm nervous. And I look over my shoulder and it was still staring at me, and I'm like, okay, this squirrel is literally triggering my social anxiety. Hello, Couch Potato. So the squirrel is literally triggering my social anxiety. I'm shaking and I'm sweating. I glance over my shoulder again and it's closer to the door, to the glass door, and it's just like leaning towards it. And I'm like, it's still staring and it won't leave. So I went over to the laundry basket. I grabbed like a slipper sock, a really fluffy sock, and I threw it at the door. I said I threw a sock at it and it ran towards it like I was playing fetch. And then I went over to the sock. I put the sock on my hand like a sock puppet.
Yep.
And the squirrel came over to me and the sock at the same time.
Oh my.
I went ahead and I like gently hit the door and it ran off. But not completely. It was still on the deck, just hiding underneath my chairs. And then my dog came over and the squirrel ran away. I texted Captain. Holly came over and started rolling around on the rug, which she was just like rolling in her treats, being like a crazy little dog.
Yep.
So, squirrel left. Yay! And then 5 minutes later, I'm continuing to fold my laundry. Not even 5 minutes later. I looked over and the squirrel is staring at me again. So I threw another sock at it, but I missed and it hit my plant instead. And the squirrel just gave me a head tilt. Eventually it left, but like, I bet that squirrel will remember me, and I have several videos of it, but not doing any of the actions like I described. I wanted to get videos of it doing the actions, but it didn't.
Aww.
Looking at Discord.
Is it the fish again?
Yes. There was something else I wanted to tell you, Captain, and I forgot what it was.
Okay.
Oh god. I'm trying to remember now. Oh, Couch Potato kept jump scaring me. Well, now I was playing hardcore Minecraft. With sound effects.
Oh.
What else? Oh, I told you how my prediction was correct involving the Winchesters, right?
Yes. Yes, you did.
That show will be the life and death of me. Especially if it gets a season 2.
Oh.
I have no idea how they would continue it to season 2. At least in Supernatural, first of all, took it slower.
Oh, yeah.
It felt like season 1 of The Winchesters was season 15 of Supernatural.
Oh.
Like, they were fighting a big bad in the first season.
Oh, wow.
And didn't explain any of the small common creatures. And didn't explain half of the things, because most of them were references to Supernatural. So if you're watching The Winchesters before watching Supernatural...
You're gonna be hyper confused.
Yeah, especially when it talks about frickin' Chuck. It talks about Chuck. There's a certain trucker in the Winchesters that says the word idiots a lot. There's a certain Nephilim in the Winchesters. There's a certain gun that thankfully was mentioned in season 1 of Supernatural, but you would have no clue what's going on unless you watched at least the first episode of Supernatural.
Yes.
Especially when I'm pretty sure, I'm not quite exact my memory, the very last line of the Winchesters, spoiler alert, is driver picks the music, shotgun shuts his cake hole.
Yes.
And it was Mary saying that after mentioning that in James Hetfield's journal was very specific about it. Now, if you looked up James Hetfield, it's a rock musician. Because obviously Dean couldn't tell them his name. It's pretty obvious. He couldn't say his name.
Yeah.
But I bet, like, if they listened just close enough, they would have heard them be called Dean.
Yeah.
And I like how Dean covered up his name, but he introduced Bobby and Jack. Using their real names.
Oh boy.
And I also absolutely love the fact that, like, Dean just walks up to them and be like, yeah, I'm here, but not really. I'm technically not here. Probably confusing the living daylights out of them. The only thing that kept going through my head involving this, the Winchesters, is the fact that technically I was right. It is like a sequel to Supernatural. Not so much a prequel, it is a sequel. But also the fact that my version of a sequel would line up with this. Like, I'm watching it, I'm like, this is possible. My sequel is still possible. Which, by the way, I started writing down, like, separate scenarios and scenes that I would write. Would you like to hear some?
Sure.
I have, like, 2 pages worth of scenes that I would write. Some have more details than others, but for the most part, you need to know a few of the characters. The 3 main characters... Actually, it's technically just 2 main characters and 1 that might become a reoccurring character. There's Karina, which is Dean Winchester's daughter. Dean Winchester the first
Yes.
daughter. And she doesn't know Dean personally. She's also a half-blooded demon, so she has powers.
Got it.
She doesn't use them most of the time. She tries to avoid it because she's a hunter.
Yep.
She's been hunting since probably around she was 10. Is when she like first got into hunting. And most of her hunts she did completely alone. Like she learned on the job. She learned from her mistakes. And she's pretty hardcore because of that.
Okay.
We have Dean Winchester the second, who is the second main character.
Yep.
He is Sam's son. So
Okay.
Karina and Dean, they're cousins. In my notes, I don't write about Dean Winchester the first. And if I do, I addressed it as Karina's dad or Sam's brother. So if I say Dean, I'm talking about the second one. Because he's the main character. So, I'm gonna skip around a little bit on my notes. We have Dean feeling left out due to being powerless. Especially when the third reoccurring character comes in, which is Jack. So we have Karina, the half-blooded demon. We have Jack, the half-blooded angel. And then Dean, who just has a little bit of powers because of like a 1 drop of demon blood from his dad, which is Sam.
Yes.
We have the scene of Karina receiving the amulet, the ivory gun, and the Impala from Sam. I'm debating the Impala one because of a scene that was shown in Supernatural, but I'm not gonna say more than that.
Okay.
I was thinking another good scene would be Jack leading a group of hunters because of who he is and what might happen in the sequel. Having like a whole like army of hunters would be really cool, and being led by Jack would be awesome. Another scene that might be interesting is Karina running into Ben. Especially if I decide to make Ben actually Dean's biological son. Because there was a lot of flaws in that whole storyline thing involving Ben and Lisa and Dean Winchester the first. So that's just... it's iffy there. Let's see. There is this idea that I have. It's mentioned in Supernatural, half-blooded demons, also known as the Antichrists, or as I like to call them, Antis.
Okay.
When Lucifer is free, they grow more powerful. I thought it would be interesting that Karina being half-demon and Jack being half-angel, whenever Karina went to, like, grab his arm or something, it would burn her.
Oh?
Because he's so pure and she's corrupted, it would like counteract somehow. I thought that would be interesting.
That would be interesting. I can see that.
So, another thing I would really like. We all know how Castiel is with the first Dean Winchester.
Yes.
What if he hated Karina because of her half-demon side? Specifically since, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't watched Supernatural, Season 10, Dean Winchester the First is a Knight of Hell, technically.
Yes.
That is when Karina was created, so she's technically a Knight of Hell. So I'm just thinking... I'm just thinking Karina would remind Castiel of that bad time and all the things Dean said to hurt him. I also have a note here saying that Karina likes blueberry pie. I don't know why, I just really like blueberry pie.
You just really like the idea of blueberry pie.
I also like the idea of like Jack and Dean are doing research in like some sort of library.
Mm-hmm.
Imagining the bunker because I like the thought of reusing the bunker. And Karina just walks in with like a messy bowl from making pie filling or brownies or something, and she's just licking it out, getting it all over her face and all over her hands, and she's just watching them.
Sorry, that is still just gross. No.
I like that.
I know you do. I don't.
I like the idea of possibly a family dinner with Karina, Dean, and Sam. Just the three of them at Sam's house having dinner. Just the awkwardness.
Yes, it's incredibly awkward.
I like the idea that Sam and Dean have a dog. I like the idea that Karina and Dean, when they're traveling, maybe in the Pala, maybe not, they like to sing to classic rock, unknowingly that's what their parents did.
Yes.
Karina flirting with her cousin to get him out of sticky situations with other girls.
Oh.
Especially since Dean is gay. Dean Winchester II is gay.
Got it.
Oh, here's an interesting possible episode. A ghost hunt that Dean and Karina are doing. They discovered that the ghost that they're hunting is Karina's mother.
Okay.
And now a little backstory behind that. At the age of 10, when Karina first got into hunting, it was because she was running away from her abusive stepfather and her absent mother.
I see.
The abusive stepfather came into the picture when she was 6. When a demon, two demons came into the house to attack Karina and her mother, but Karina blacked out. She didn't remember what happened. When Karina eventually woke up, her mother never acted the same around her, and in the room of the accident was 2 bodies. One with a stab wound, and one with the eyes burned out.
Oh, wow.
So,
Some intense stuff.
Yeah. That was just a little bit of her backstory. I thought of a lot about backstory.
Yes, you did.
I'm imagining during the family dinner, Sam decides to embarrass his son a little bit and pulls out the family photos.
Oh, I could see him doing that, absolutely.
Especially when he didn't know that his son's gay and thought Karina was like a possible girlfriend. He wanted to embarrass him a little bit.
I see.
And so he was flipping through the photos, and for like Dean's birthday of like 5th birthday maybe, Sam retells the story about how Dean wanted clowns for his birthday.
Oh, God.
And then there's just like Sam being like, why did it have to be clowns? I thought that would be hilarious. There's another scene in which Karina realizes how much she is missing her dad that she hears so many stories about but never met. I thought that would be sweet. I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh,
We're just talking about possible ideas that I have for like a supernatural sequel. Another idea is when Karina and Dean were hunting at first, they were trying to hide it from Sam because Sam Obviously, they thought he would never understand. And eventually when they found out he was a hunter but quit and begged Dean to, like, stay out of it, they went behind his back and did hunting anyways. So Karina told Dean the smell of the burning body that lingers on them, tell Sam that it was weed. She thought explaining weed is easier than explaining burning a body. So, surely that got Dean in trouble with Sam, but at least he didn't know about hunting. At least that Dean and Karina would know of. Let's see. I like the idea of Dean accidentally meeting Chuck, powerless Chuck. I don't think I was supposed to say that.
Nope. But you were not at all. But I already knew that was gonna happen because I can read the writing in the room.
Well,
So that's no surprise.
Dean accidentally meets Chuck, and Chuck recognizes him. I'm not sure about that part. Let's see.
Alright.
With Karina's powers of slowly growing with a possible resurrection or arrival of Lucifer,
Sorry,
I thought it would be interesting if she could see the things that are in the veil. Kind of like Castiel can see the things in the veil.
Okay.
So she can see some spirits that are just before they move on. She can see the Reapers, like Castiel could. I thought that would be interesting, because if angels can see it, odds are demons can too.
Yup. Makes sense to me.
Let's see.
Now, for our new person who just joined us, is there a particular reason why we're discussing this, I'm saying, possible sequels to the television show Supernatural?
Because I really like the show.
AKA, what also have you been watching recently that has re-piqued your interest in sequels?
The Winchesters?
Thank you.
Okay.
You have to explain context. There is context that must be had. That's all I had to say.
I also have another scene that I think would be really cute. So, all of Karina's... Hello, creeper. Ever since Karina left her mom, she's never used her mom's last name. And obviously she never used Dean Winchester's the first last name because she didn't know him.
Yep.
So she kind of just ran around using her first name, unless she was making a fake name. So I found it I found it to be interesting if Dean gave Karina permission to use his last name, not realizing they were already related.
Okay.
So when like someone asked to be like introduced, he was like, "I'm Dean Winchester and this is Karina Winchester." And she just like glances over at him questionably, and he's like, "Well, you're pretty much my sister, so might as well use it." I thought that would be cute. And then I have the times in which they're pretending to be a couple for cases. Pretending to be a couple that is married, trying to rent out a house or something, or to go to couples therapy. I thought that would be interesting.
Going to couples therapy, oh god.
And they're cousins, so it's kind of weird. But it would be funny. Since, if you haven't figured this out, in season 10, when Dean was a demon,
Yes.
he had a lot of like one-night stands.
Yes.
And the people he would have one-night stands with are drunk because he stayed at a bar.
Yes.
So Karina doesn't drink. Karina doesn't do one-night stands. Karina is a virgin.
Okay.
Which would be an interesting thing to deal with if they were, say, fighting a god or a dragon. Because they target virgins. Dean is not a virgin.
Clearly not.
So I thought that would be an interesting little detail to make it a little bit more risky on hunts. Let's see. When Sam realizes that Dean and Karina have been hunting, he knows that he can't stop them, but he also knows he can't bring himself to go hunting again, especially without his brother. So instead of letting them rough it, like him and his brother did for several years, he went ahead and brought them to the bunker and gave them a tour, but he had some issues showing off Dean's and his bedrooms. Especially Dean's, because he didn't want any of that to be touched.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's like he doesn't have permission.
Yep.
When Karina got to the bunker, she noticed the markings on the table. And she traced out the DW with her finger. I thought it was cute. There was a note here saying that Castiel is the one that protected Karina without anyone asking. My reasoning is because he felt like he owed Dean.
That definitely makes sense.
Even though he wasn't so sure about the half-demon child. The reasoning I was going with was because she is the only thing that is related to Dean by blood besides Sam. And if Castiel protected Sam, Sam would know. So it was kind of harder for him to do that.
Yeah.
Plus, there was no doubt in my head that Sam warded his whole entire house against every single thing he could think of.
Oh, yeah.
I thought this was also interesting as a possible way of Karina and Dean first meeting. It's Dean's 21st birthday, and he's getting drunk at a bar. So Karina meets him that way because she's also like at a bar trying to get information. She's not drinking, but she's trying to get information for the hunt that's in town. So she's talking up Dean, trying to get info from him. And she's like, you know, the first time I got drunk, it was at my 21st birthday party too. But she told him the truth when he started getting into hunting. The truth was, it was her 21st birthday, but she got drunk alone in her motel room. And she had to deal with the hangover alone in her motel room. And she ended up failing the case. As in, like, all the people that were being targeted died. Because she got drunk on her 21st birthday alone in the motel room. And ever since that day, she was like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not drinking ever again. Makes
sense. Good reasons.
But she did lie at first because she wanted to chat him up.
Yeah.
A little detail I have is that Karina's mom's name is Nora.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's just a name that I kept using, so I was like, oh, might as well use it. I can't tell you the last two, but I thought it was interesting. So I'll have to leave those unknown.
Yeah.
There was quite a few that I skipped over. But I'm working on their personalities. I found it interesting. Now I'm gonna check the word count in my actual story and update it.
Yeah, there we go.
3874. 3874.
I'm making sure I'm getting 2 pieces of art that I have had in my head for 2 weeks done. Just done.
I typed out 100 words today.
Very cool.
That is not cool.
I think
That is
very
barely
cool.
anything.
I think that's still very cool. Some people can barely get 10.
Would you like me to read out one of the pages
Sure.
before I end? Because I only have like 8 minutes left.
Sure.
So we read 3 and 4, and we have 10 pages. Which page?
I'm going to say page 7.
7, okay. I'm glad that I have all the pages labeled.
Yes, I sure hope.
Okay, page 7 starts as... At first, James was so sorry for what happened, for causing Mom, Dad, and me to worry about him. But I quickly calmed him down. No one could blame him for what happened. We were all just glad he was okay. Before I left for the day, I let him know that whenever he wanted to talk, I was there for him. Also, I got him to smile at least once. When I got home, Mom and Dad were already in bed so they could wake up early the next morning. So I went ahead and heated up some leftovers, thinking about how lucky we were to have everything so close to the house. I was just about to take a bite of my dinner when she sat down next to me. You wanted to talk? Screaming, I tried jumping out of my chair but ended up tripping on it and falling to the ground. Are you okay? She had a concerned face again and went to help me up, but I stopped her with my hand. How? I asked, not getting off the floor yet. Her first reply was to tilt her head and look confused. How are you in my house? Oh, technically, I'm not. She looked away, walked over to the stairs, and peered up them. I'm surprised your parents didn't wake up with the noise. What? I cautiously got up, eyeing Bex, and noting several locations where there will be bruises tomorrow. What do you mean you're not in my house? You're right here. I gestured to her by waving my hand up and down towards her. I mean that I'm in your head, not your house. She looked around the living room and kitchen before her silver eyes landed on me. So I'm dreaming again, and all of this isn't real. That's a good thing, right? It means James might be okay, and this girl just happens to be a fragment of my imagination. It would explain why her hair is pink. No, this is real. She's loosely waved her hands around. I'm just inside your head. My head is starting to hurt. So you aren't real? I rubbed my temples and pinched the bridge of my nose. No, I'm real, just inside my head. Right, I got that. But what does that mean? Am I going insane? Was I in a freak accident and now I'm in a coma? What exactly is going on? And that's where page 7 ends.
There we go.
I like it.
It is nice, yes.
I like when I really get into like a scene and I'll just keep on going. Okay, let's switch over to chatting.
Yeah.
I like how my story is coming out to be. I also like the fact that my Supernatural sequel could technically still work.
Yeah.
It has a lot of details, and if I ever work up the courage to do so, I can literally type out the script for it.
Yeah.
And if I really, really wanted to, I could get some people together and try filming and acting it out. Because I have the script and the information. It's just, you probably won't see the Impala for a very, very long time. I could get like one of those fake amulets. I'm not sure about the gun though. That might be hard.
That might be very hard indeed.
Unless it's like I can find a water gun and I can design it to look like the gun. Like paint and all that.
Be very careful, there are laws involving that.
A water gun?
Yes, actually, the gun has to have a yellow cap. Or an orange cap to it. If it does not, it is illegal to have.
What if it's made of foam?
It still has to have an orange tip. Otherwise, you are not legally allowed to own it. And you can be arrested.
Mm. Well, we can always use fake knives.
Yes.
We can do like an angel blade or something instead.
Yes, that 100% we can do. Yes, that sort of stuff is 100% legal.
And we can definitely do the necklace still, so.
Yep, absolutely.
I just thought that would be cool. Like, if you go online, you can find the Marauders movie that is fan made. You can find the Lestrange movie that is fan made. You can find a lot of like fan made movies based on Harry Potter because they know there's no like sequel of that.
Yep.
There is like supernatural parodies, which I can show you by the way, Captain.
Oh.
Because you watch the seasons that it takes place in.
That's true. I probably can.
Besides the parodies, I don't think anyone actually did any fan creations of Supernatural. At least none that I know of.
Interesting.
I know Jared and Jensen were in the parody. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can raid today. Let's see if anyone's playing anything interesting. Shut up, me. I heard an echo. I see Task is playing Resident Evil 4. Which is my favorite Resident Evil.
Yo.
I see Mochi is playing Genshin Impact.
And Mochi just started, so
I see Athena's doing art. Meldark is playing Phasmo. Chingus is playing Phasmo. Jade is playing Genshin. Let's see how far along Task is. Task has started streaming 5 minutes ago.
Perfect.
Unless they crashed and they had to restart stream.
Let me double check.
Fuck!
Jesus.
Fuck!
Potato! No, they just started 5 minutes ago. I'm trying to tell if this is like the updated one or not. This looks like the updated one. Which I didn't know they made an updated one. Did they? Or am I just seeing things? Cause, wait. No! 4's not my favorite, is it? I don't remember this castle.
Resident Evil 4 is the one with the village and the chainsaw guy.
That's what I thought, but this is a castle.
Hold on, let me see what he's playing. Let me just double check and make sure you read your Roman numerals correctly.
It's not in Roman numerals.
Oh. Yeah, he's right. I never played 4, so I couldn't tell you.
Now I have to look it up. Give me a minute.
Okay.
It looks like it should be 4 because it has the girl in it.
Okay. It probably is.
I
4.
see that you really want Chingus. But I'm trying to see if we can raid someone smaller first. And plus, Resident Evil 4 is my favorite. Oh wait, the fireballs look familiar. Maybe it is the one I'm thinking of. I just don't remember the details of the castle because I just kept getting lost.
That is very potentially true. I can imagine you getting lost very easily.
If you want to go over to Chingus Potato, you can, but I'm going to raid Task MA87, because they are playing my favorite Resident Evil game. I'm not typing. So, if you guys haven't already, go check out Task. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I was gonna say I love you guys, which is true, but not what I was trying to say. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a good morning, good night, good day. See you guys all tomorrow with some Sims unless something else comes up. I'll see you guys all next time. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.